Attorney General Jeff Sessions just got some very, very bad news. The American public is outraged over Jeff Sessions and the impotence of his Department of Justice. Hillary Clinton and her criminal goon squad at the Democratic National Committee have gotten away with so many brazen crimes against this country, it is truly unbelievable. Meanwhile, the former U.S. Senator from Alabama sits in his office, twiddling his thumbs. As the first year of Trump's historic tenure as president comes to a close, allegations of Russian collusion continue to dominate the headlines of almost every news agency. Hearings, leaks, and so-called bombshells saturate mainstream media coverage to the exclusion of the real news. The stock market has surged to never-before-seen levels. The Islamic State has been decimated in the Middle East. Our embassy in Israel is moving to Jerusalem. President Trump gave the country the largest tax cuts since the Reagan administration. Predictably, this isn't what you read about or see on the news. And you know what other story is curiously missing from the CNN crawl? Hillary Clinton committed enough crimes during her tenure as Secretary of State to keep the DOJ busy for the next year. What about dirty cops Mueller, Comey, McCabe, and Rosenstein? Well, Congressman Jim Jordan and Mark Meadows have had enough of Jeff Sessions' idiocy and inaction. They wrote an article for the Washington Examiner calling for his dismissal. Check it out. The alarming number of FBI agents and DOJ officials sharing information with reporters is in clear violation of the investigative standards that Americans expect and should demand. How would New York Times reporters know any of this information when the FBI and DOJ are prohibited from talking about ongoing investigations? How many FBI agents and DOJ officials have illegally discussed aspects of an ongoing investigation with reporters? When will it stop? It's apparent that Comey has never had a problem sharing information with reporters. But he allowed his team to follow the leader in that regard, but it is time for this practice to come to an immediate end. Attorney General Jeff Sessions has recused himself from the Russia investigation, but it would appear he has no control at all of the premier law enforcement agency in the world. It is time for Sessions to start managing in a spirit of transparency to bring all of this improper behavior to light and stop further violations. If Sessions can't address this issue immediately, then we have one final question needing an answer. When is it time for a new Attorney General? Sadly, it seems the answer is now. Representative Mark Meadows represents North Carolina's 11th District in Congress and is the chair of the House Freedom Caucus. Representative Jim Jordan represents Ohio's 4th District in Congress. He is a member of the House Freedom Caucus and served as its first chairman. Should Attorney General Jeff Sessions resign?